Finally, the Knicks have announced when game one of the playoffs will begin against the Pistons. Also, we have an update on Mitchell Robinson's playoff status and its minutes restrictions for this series. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it could really support all the great content that we're creating for you. And now, let's get started. The Knicks reveal when game one of the playoffs will begin against Detroit. The regular season has officially ended. Now, the real games start. We can think about the regular season and what happened during the regular season. But right now, every team in the postseason is 0-0. And that's what matters the most. And speaking about the postseason, the Knicks just announced when game one of the playoffs will begin against Detroit. Shout out to New York Basketball on the app X for giving us the following information. As you can see here, we have information on the first day of the postseason. And you can see right there, game one, Knicks versus Pistons is set. Saturday, April 19th at MSG on ESPN at 6 p.m. It will be the New York Knicks against the Detroit Pistons. This is official. This series will be tough. It will be physical and it will be competitive. The Knicks will be pushed heavily in this series, but they will win. And they'll be a better team because of this series. I think everybody knows it. When you face a very tough matchup in your first round of the playoffs, it hardens you. It makes you a better team. It makes you an even stronger team in each and every round that you go through. So for me, I want this matchup. I want it to be physical. I want it to be tough. I want the Pistons to push the Knicks as far as they can push them because it will help this Knicks team. It will make us better. And after we take care of Detroit, we're going to go to the second round, likely taking on the Boston Celtics. And that matchup, the Knicks will need to be a hardened team in order to beat the Boston Celtics. And going up against the Pistons, this is exactly the matchup you want to have if your second round opponent is going to be Boston. You need to be pushed. You need to get motivated. You need to be angry. And right now, the Knicks are all of these things. Detroit against New York, it's going to be one of the best series out of all of these first round matchups. Absolutely physical and definitely competitive. But one of the most important things the Knicks need for this series is to go into this series fully healthy. And I'm happy to report that is absolutely going to be the case. That includes for Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks recently announced that Mitchell Robinson going into this series against the Pistons will not be limited in any fashion. That's right. You heard me correctly. The Knicks announced that Robinson has no limitations, and as far as minutes restrictions, he doesn't have one. He's fully healthy, fully active, and ready to make an impact. Shout out to Ian Bagley for giving us the following information. According to him, Tom Thibodeau said the following when asked about Mitchell Robinson. I like the way Mitch is playing a lot. Now, there's no restrictions. There's no back-to-backs. He's in a good place. We continue here thanks to SNY as they've given us the following information. With the Detroit Pistons, they've gone against Karl Anthony Towns, Preston Achua, and Ariel Hukporti, but they have not gone against Mitchell Robinson. So having Robinson back will be crucial. Expect him to play a big role in this series and maybe even get inserted into the starting lineup if things get desperate. He's fully healthy, available, and active, ready to have an impact, and isn't being held back by anything. Robinson will be fully unleashed, and as we just heard, if necessary, the Knicks could start Robinson, shifting the lineup in a major way. Now, I'm not asking for a major shift to happen with the starting lineup. However, if we think it's going to help us potentially win a playoff series, then I have no problem with the Knicks making this change. And if they make this change and they start Mitchell Robinson, the player in my mind that's going to the bench is likely Josh Hart. Josh Hart can play with the starters or come off the bench, and he's going to have an impact either way. It's not going to bother him. And the thing with Tom Thibodeau, oftentimes, it doesn't matter who starts. It matters about who closes. What's that closing lineup? And almost 9 times out of 10, that closing lineup for the Knicks will have Josh Hart in it because Tom Thibodeau trusts him, he loves him on the floor, and he loves his effort, his hustle plays. So obviously, he's going to want to have him out there. But starting, maybe to start off, we need a change in pace, a change of direction. And if the Knicks want to do that, Mitchell Robinson starting and Josh Hart coming off the bench, that's a change I can absolutely see happening. The only question is, will the Knicks feel desperate enough to make that change? It's going to be up to Tom Thibodeau and this coaching staff. What gives us the best opportunity to win? The best opportunity to beat the Pistons and move on to the second round. Whatever that opportunity is, whatever gives us the best chance to cash in on it and to capitalize on it, we're going to do that. We're going to put that lineup out there. If it's Mitch starting, it's Mitch starting. If it's Josh Hart starting, it's Josh Hart starting. But as of right now, we now know the Knicks are not going to have any limitations, any restrictions going into this playoff matchup with the Pistons. We're going to be fully healthy. We're going to have basically everybody available, and they're not going to be limited. Our big man in Mitchell Robinson potentially could play 30 minutes, could play 25 minutes, could play 35 minutes a night. He is not limited. Whatever we need from him, we're going to be able to get from him. The Knicks right now are becoming a problem at the perfect time that they need to become a problem. The shooting, we're starting to get it from the bench. Shout out to Landry Shamet. Mitchell Robinson and his defense inside. Finally, we're starting to get the interior defense that we've needed all season long. Now, it's up to the Knicks to put it all together. Not only put together what they've worked all season for, but also build the chemistry, become better as a unit, better as a team. Because if they do that without any limitations in the postseason, this Knicks team is going to be one of the hardest teams to beat in the entire postseason. And that is music to my ears. Bring it on, Pistons. I want all of it. Give us your best, because the Knicks, we're going to take your best shot, absorb it, and then give you our best shot. We're going to take you down. This first round series is ours. And after we beat you, we're moving on to the second round of the postseason. And that is where we're going to be focused on. We're not going to skip steps. First, it's you guys. Then it's the Boston Celtics. But what about you guys? What do you think about the Knicks announcing that the Pistons versus New York will take place on Saturday at 6 p.m. on April 19th? Let me know how you feel about this in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.